It is just after 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. I'm getting ready to go for a quick run. Delicious coffee. So I'm driving to the Dandenongs where I'm running at today. I'm going to be having a bunch of these hot cross buns, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of them, and then also going to have a banana as well. So I just got a notification about 5 minutes ago whilst I was driving here that the event that I'm training for currently, I'm 35 days out. So not long at all, only 5 more weeks until the big tick. I'd like to interrupt this video for a quick weather report. Here in the Mount Dandenongs, it is currently 25 degrees. Today, it is cloudy, very high chance of rain, most likely this afternoon and evening, which is why I'm running this morning. The chance of a thunderstorm, possibly severe damaging winds and heavy rain, which may lead to flash flooding. How exciting. All right, it is go time. Let's rock and roll. All right, and the minimum 5-hour training session starts now. So this first track, I'm going straight up. Goes about 1.5 Ks, and it's called Scar Track. Heart rate's 169, and I am not even 1 kilometer in. So I love starting with this hill because it really just tests you mentally and obviously physically to see how the rest of the run's gonna go. So we punch it up here, and then get some downhills after. Look at this beautiful view. Absolutely amazing. Whoa, shit! Woo. Close one. Almost fell. All right, we're 2 Ks in. It's been 32 minutes, but I've climbed up 420 meters of ascent. Meow, meow. All right, toilet time. When you're going so fast downhill, there's no slowing down. Currently moving like a 4-minute K pace. Shit. So there are a few reasons why I love trail running. One, I love being outdoors, exploring new areas. Secondly, I enjoy the challenge it brings. It's not just straight running, it's running, walking, crawling, up and down hills in all sorts of different terrain. But the main reason I love trail running and ultra marathons is because it's an unlimited food glitch. You get to eat whatever you want. Morning, fellas.
How are you, mate? Good?
Yeah, going great. Enjoy. All right, we are 10.5 Ks in, about 860 meters of elevation gain now, which is very nice. Feeling pretty good, and about an hour and 35 minutes in. All right, next up we have Dodds Track. Now Dodds is a super technical hilly descent, so be very careful when I run down this one because there are plenty of loose rocks and rubble, and it's very easy just to slide down. I have seen someone fall down it before in one of my ultra marathons up in here, so gotta be careful. All right, so I'm about now 40 into the run. I'm gonna have my first and last gel actually, only brought one of these. It is a cola flavored gel with a little bit of caffeine. These are pretty elite. So in one of my last ultra marathons that I did, I took a bunch of these extra gels at the last aid station, so I had a bunch of these left over. And that must have been over like 6-7 months ago even. So yeah, let's guzzle these down. Yum. So the event I'm currently training for is the Buffalo Stampede, which is in 5 weeks. It is a 100-kilometer run with 5,000 meters of vertical gain. Now I did this event last year, but I did the Ultra Slam, which was about 11 Ks on Friday night. It was 102 Ks on Saturday, and then the Sunday they drop you off the top of the mountain and you're on back to town, which was I think about 43 Ks. So over the weekend I ran about 156 Ks. So this year the goal is just to run the 100K, it's just the one event, but crush that and do it a lot quicker. Hopefully about an hour quicker than last year as well. So that's why I'm spending a lot of time up here in the Dandenongs, getting the footwork in to prepare me for this event. All right, we're now walking up the next hill. It's called Observatory Trail, and it is, you can't really tell how steep it is, but it is gnarly. And for reference guides, We're at 1179 meters of vertical gain. Let's see what we are once we get to the top. All right, we're at the top of that one. That was roughly 380 meters of walking with that 120, 130 meters of elevation gain. We're almost to the very top though. All right, this is the view from the very top. It's pretty average weather, so you can't quite see much, but yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I can see my house from here. I need to refill some water, get some more electrolytes in my drink bottles, and then we run down the other side. Cobwebs. All right, I'm running through this pretty narrow trail now with a lot of shrubs. I'm gonna be eating a few of these pretzels as well, get some extra carbs in, and also a bit of salt, which is a major thing that you want to be doing when you're doing crazy long runs like this. Eating a lot of food, a lot of carbs, which is going to be your primarily your main fuel source, but then also having a lot of electrolytes, so a lot of salt, potassium, magnesium, calcium, to help ensure your muscles don't cramp up, which is why pretzels have a bit of salt in them. And then also my flasks at the front have Powerade powder along with Celtic or Celtic salt in them as well. So yeah, getting plenty of all the good stuff in to make sure I don't cramp up, so I have enough energy to keep punching through. Woo! We're about a half marathon in now, about 21 Ks. All right, time for a few Scooby snacks. We are 26.5 Ks in. Back at the very top of the mountain. Time to run back down now to the car. We're about 33.5 Ks in, 2,100 meters of elevation gain. So now it's time to, get back down to the car, which should be about maybe 4 Ks. Last couple hundred meters, and then we're done. Workout done. 36 and a bit Ks with 2,150 meters of ascent gain on an average pace of 8:39 a kilometer. Absolutely gassed. Oh yeah, in 5 hours and 15 minutes. So, whew, and it's just starting to sprinkle down with rain, so time to pack up and head home. Something I do love after a run is taking your shoes off and chucking your Crocs on. Time for a banana. All right, let's get out of here. All right, we're gonna leave it there for today's episode. I have a big bowl of rice, about 500 grams of white rice and some tuna, along with a smoothie. So I'm gonna down this, kick back, relax, and chill out for the rest of the day. If you enjoyed the video, like it, comment, subscribe if you enjoy more of this outdoor adventure stuff, and I'll see you all in the next video.